Tua Tagovailoa took another scary hit. The stadium fell silent as fans and players alike held their breath. The Miami Dolphins quarterback went down hard against the Buffalo Bills. It was another concussion, adding to a growing list of injuries that have plagued his career. This is not the first time Tua has faced this. His history with head injuries is well documented, and each incident raises more concerns. It's a major concern for his health and his career. The medical staff rushed to his side, knowing the gravity of the situation. The way Tua went down was bad, the impact was severe, and the slow-motion replay showed just how brutal the hit was. He showed the fencing response, a telltale sign of a serious brain injury. This involuntary reaction is alarming. This is a sign of a serious neurological event. Experts are worried. They know the long-term implications of repeated concussions. They say Tua needs to be extra careful. His future in the sport is uncertain, and every precaution must be taken. The NFL has concussion protocols for a reason. But are they enough? Critics argue that more needs to be done to protect players. The repeated hits on Tua raise serious questions. How many more can he take before it's too late? The NFL needs to protect its players. The league's response to these injuries is under intense scrutiny. This is bigger than football. Fans, players, and families are all affected by these injuries. This is about Tua's life. His well-being and future are at stake, and the decisions made now will have lasting consequences. Concussions are a major problem in football. They can have long-term effects. Players can suffer from memory loss, headaches, and even depression. We've seen the tragic stories of players like Junior Seau and Mike Webster. These players suffered from CTE. It's a degenerative brain disease linked to repeated head trauma. The NFL has been criticized for not doing enough to protect its players. The league has made some changes to its concussion protocol, but many argue it's not enough. The NFL needs to take a hard look in the mirror. They need to put player safety first. The NFL has a concussion protocol in place, but is it working? This protocol is supposed to ensure the safety and well-being of players who suffer head injuries during games. It's meant to be a comprehensive system that quickly identifies concussions and prevents players from returning to the field too soon. However, recent events have cast doubt on its effectiveness. Tua's recent concussions raise serious doubts. His injuries have highlighted potential gaps in the protocol, showing that even with these measures in place, players can still be at significant risk. The handling of his situation has sparked widespread concern among fans, players, and medical professionals alike. The protocol is designed to diagnose and manage concussions. It involves a series of steps, including immediate removal from play, thorough medical evaluation, and a gradual return-to-play process. These steps are crucial for protecting players' long-term health and preventing further injury. But it's clear that the protocol has flaws. Instances of players returning to the game too soon, despite showing symptoms of a concussion, suggest that the current system is not foolproof. There are concerns that the pressure to win and the competitive nature of the sport may sometimes overshadow player safety. Players are still returning to play too soon. This premature return can lead to severe consequences, including prolonged recovery times and increased vulnerability to future concussions. The protocol needs to be strictly enforced to prevent such scenarios. This puts their health at risk. Repeated concussions can have devastating effects on a player's brain health, leading to chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, and other long-term neurological issues. The stakes are incredibly high, and the current measures may not be sufficient to mitigate these risks. The NFL needs to reevaluate its protocol. It's time for the league to take a hard look at the existing procedures and make necessary adjustments. This could involve more rigorous testing, longer recovery periods, and stricter enforcement of the rules. They need to listen to the experts. Medical professionals and researchers have a wealth of knowledge about concussions and their long-term effects. Their insights should be at the forefront of any changes to the protocol. They need to make player safety the top priority. The health and well-being of players should always come first, above all else. This means creating an environment where players feel safe to report symptoms and are not pressured to return to play prematurely. The current system is not good enough. Fans, players, and their families deserve better. They need assurance that the league is doing everything possible to protect its athletes. We need to see real change. The voices calling for reform are growing louder, and the league must respond with meaningful action. This is not just about the game, it's about the lives and futures of the players. The NFL needs to step up and do the right thing. The league has the resources and influence to lead the way in player safety. It's time to set a new standard that prioritizes health over everything else. The health of its players depends on it. The future of the sport depends on it. Ensuring the safety and well-being of players is not just a responsibility, it's a moral imperative. Section 4. The Miami Dolphins' difficult decision. The Miami Dolphins have a tough decision to make. Do they keep playing Tua? Tua Tagovailoa has shown flashes of brilliance on the field, leading the team with his dynamic playmaking abilities and strong leadership. His presence has been a game-changer for the Dolphins, bringing hope and excitement to the fans and the organization. Or do they prioritize his long-term health? It's a business, yes. The NFL is a high-stakes environment where winning is paramount, and every decision can have significant consequences. However, the well-being of the players should never be compromised. Tua has already faced several injuries in his young career, raising concerns about his durability and future in the league. But it's also about human beings. Tua is a young quarterback with a lot of potential. His talent is undeniable, and his ability to read defenses and make quick decisions sets him apart. Yet the physical toll of the game cannot be ignored. The Dolphins must weigh the immediate benefits of having Tua on the field against the potential long-term risks to his health. But his health is more important than any game. The Dolphins need to do what's best for Tua. This means taking a holistic approach to his well-being, considering not just his physical health but also his mental and emotional state. The pressure to perform and the fear of re-injury can be overwhelming for any athlete. They need to think long-term. They need to consult with the best doctors. The medical team must provide a comprehensive evaluation, offering insights into the potential risks and benefits of continuing to play. This decision should not be taken lightly, as it could impact Tua's career and life beyond football. They need to make the tough call. The Dolphins are in a difficult spot. Balancing the desire to win with the responsibility to protect their players is a delicate act. The organization must come together, from the coaching staff to the front office, to make a decision that reflects their values and commitment to their players' well-being. But they need to do the right thing. The right decision may not be the easiest one, but it will demonstrate the Dolphins' dedication to their players and their future. In the end, the health and safety of Tua Tagovailoa must be the top priority, ensuring he can continue to thrive both on and off the field. Section 5. A call for a cultural shift in the NFL. The NFL needs a cultural shift. For too long, the mentality has been to play through pain, but concussions are different. They're brain injuries. Players need to feel empowered to speak up. They need to feel comfortable reporting symptoms. Coaches need to prioritize player safety over wins and losses. The NFL needs to change its tune. It's time to put health first. The league needs to send a clear message. Player safety is non-negotiable. It's time for the NFL to walk the walk. Section 6. Tua's future hangs in the balance. Tua Tagovailoa's future is uncertain. He's facing another long road to recovery. The repeated concussions are a major concern. Only time will tell if he can play again. But one thing is clear, Tua's health is paramount. Football is just a game. His well-being is what matters most. We wish Tua all the best in his recovery. We hope to see him back on the field someday, but only if it's safe for him to return. Tua's story is a reminder that player safety is everyone's responsibility.